Here's the problem with the cryptocurrency world. People are using it as a way to make money by exchanging. Do you understand the stupidity of that?
Welcome to the Crypto Rodeo Show. I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time. It's very controversial, and it's a sore subject because I feel like nobody talks about Bitcoin SV. Bitcoin Satoshi vision. It's almost like an underground grunge coin surrounded by really mystery because nobody in Twitter, Reddit, or anyone really gives it any pump or dump, or it exists, it breaks records, as I'll show you in the video, and it stands for something that I think is righteous, and I believe it just may be the real Bitcoin. Not like the one that we're currently watching being manipulated left and right by the whales. And the market has really taken control of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is no longer a cryptocurrency. It is a speculative vehicular asset that people are just watching it go up and down, where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. But I want to dive into Bitcoin Satoshi vision tonight. And I'm just going to start with some quick coin market cap stats. Price right now is $134 per coin. Market cap is 2.5 billion. And circulating supply is 18.7 mil, about 90%. It's verified. Graph looks pretty interesting. I mean, I'm sure it follows Bitcoin, but I don't really think it does. I don't know. It's almost like it's on its own. It's such an interesting project. Let me get down to the explanation for what is Bitcoin SV. Bitcoin SV is the result of a lot of drama on the BTC blockchain. It all began with Bitcoin when Bitcoin suffered a hard fork in 2017, splitting the network and resulting in the creation of a new altcoin called Bitcoin Cash. A year later, 2018, Bitcoin Cash suffered a hard fork of its own, and Bitcoin SV was born. Bitcoin SV stands for Satoshi Vision, which bills itself as the original Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency that stays true to its goals by its founder, Satoshi Nakamoto. BSV's main aims include delivering stability and achieving scalability, something that the original BTC blockchain has struggled to achieve. In fact, it's struggled so bad, I want to show you some stats on Bitcoin Satoshi Vision versus BTC. The block size is the biggest thing. The Bitcoin SV block size, it was 2 gigabytes. Now there is no block size cap. There's no cap. I'm not capping, as the young guns would say. There's no cap on it. BTC, the one we watch Elon Hellspawn Muskrat tweet about, has a 1 megabyte block size cap. Bitcoin Cash has a 32 megabyte block size cap. Here's where it gets interesting. The transactions per second on BTC is 3.327 transactions a second. Bitcoin Cash is 150 to 160 transactions per second. And Bitcoin SV, get this, is average at 647 transactions per second. It's also very, it's a very friendly ecosystem, filled with regulation, something that every coin should have. It has a stable protocol. It's an enterprise blockchain system. It has micropayment capabilities and massive on-chain scaling. The scalability of Bitcoin SV is remarkable. It's probably the best I've ever seen. In fact, it's breaking records. Here's something that nobody talked about this year. Bitcoin SV hits new transactions record. A potential for transaction scalability will become very attractive for enterprises as Bitcoin SV hits 9,000 transactions per second. That's up there with Visa, MasterCard, all those dudes. This is huge, and nobody's talking about this. It's almost like the crypto space and Twitter and Reddit and the entire environment that we're surrounded by is like, look here. No, look here. Don't look there. Don't look over there. Look here. Stay in your zone. In the background, this is all taking place. Bitcoin SV, Satoshi's vision, just demolishing TPS records. Where is everyone on this? Anyway, continuing on, it says, one person who has been closely associated with the creation of Bitcoin SV is the Australian entrepreneur Craig Wright, who claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto himself.
So you're going to show me that Satoshi Nakamoto is you?
Yes. Some people will believe, some people won't. And to tell you the truth, I don't really care.
But you can say, hand on heart to me, I am Satoshi Nakamoto.
I was the main part of it. Other people helped me.
He's the founder of the fintech company nChain, and he's lobbied in favor of a hard fork because he disagreed with upgrade proposals that had been put forward for BSV. Also, take into consideration that Craig Wright won a European lawsuit against Cobra for the rights to the white paper of Bitcoin, which, by the way, just basically means that he has the right to the white paper and he is the creator of the white paper. A lot of people, jump around that fact, but anyway, we're not going to dive into whether Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto or not. We all know the NSA is Satoshi Nakamoto. But here's where it says, what makes Bitcoin SV unique? There are several markets that BSV is hoping to target and use cases it wants to achieve that advocates say the likes of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash can't provide. BTC is regarded by some as a speculative asset rather than one that is well suited to everyday payments. And you know what? Think about this. It's in the name. Cryptocurrency. It's a cryptocurrency. Should be used as a currency to buy things with.
Why was Bitcoin eventually worth as much as it was originally? Because it was used as a fucking currency. Nobody will use Bitcoin anymore.
Not to freaking when Lambo every single night we see some green candles. It's supposed to be used like back in the day when, before Mt. Gox hit, Bitcoin was used as a currency. And then the black market realized that they're getting snooped on by the CIA and the FBI. They used Bitcoin to infiltrate the black market. And so they stopped using Bitcoin and moved on to more private coins. But anyway, it says here, BSV claims that it can replace every payment system in the world with a better user experience, a cheaper merchant cost, and a safer level of security. Bitcoin SV also wants to serve as an enterprise blockchain solution for companies who are interested in learning more about what this technology has to offer. When compared with its older siblings, BSV aims to stand out for a scalability perspective too. Bitcoin SV claims it has a much bigger block size than its predecessors, and as a result, it can handle more transactions on a daily basis. Obviously, when it's cracking records like this, 9,000 transactions per second. It says here, it hit a new record last week. The network processed over 9,000.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!
TPS at one point on January 26, beating the previous record of approximately 6,500 TPS. I mean, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. Bitcoin SV, I'm starting to believe that just like Ethereum had a hard fork from Ethereum Classic, the original Ethereum with the DAO, now we have Ethereum, which has paved the way for smart contracts and, let's be honest, scams. I mean, it's the market, the crypto space is littered with scam after scam after scam after scam. We can't even keep up. And we have no one to thank but Ethereum. And I bet you we wouldn't be having these scams if Ethereum Classic stayed that way, or Ethereum didn't hard fork and stayed Ethereum Classic. But that's just something I kind of been really thinking about is Bitcoin Satoshi vision is Satoshi's vision, which is it's a currency. It needs to be used as a currency, not one big wheel. It needs to be processed. It needs to replace Visa, MasterCard. And I think that BSV might be the secret sauce. And just don't get lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm. So if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. Mm-hmm. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
Just take this information and, I don't know, run with it in whatever direction you want to. It's tough to say, but all I know is Bitcoin is for sure a pretty much whale manipulation asset. So it's nice to know that Bitcoin SV is around in case Bitcoin does go down. Bitcoin SV, could be its replacement. I think it is better, truly, until they talk about this Taproot thing, which, I mean, whatever. We'll see how that goes, Taproot with Bitcoin. I don't know. I find it really sketchy that they need to do that. And who are they that decide? Well, is it Satoshi himself that's doing it? Like, who's doing it? But anyway, that's a different subject. Thank you so much for watching tonight's show. And one last thing. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some dude in a hat. Good night, everybody.